Good morning. I haven't done a vlog in a really long time, but let's get ready together. So today I have a 12-hour day ahead of me, which is great because normally I work like 13 to 14 hours a day. Today I'm going to go to my internship from 8 to 11, and then I'll be working from 11 to 8. Normally I go to work from 8 to 5, and then I go to my internship from about 5 to 9. Sometimes I get out of there about 8:45, but that's typically the earliest. I've been doing that since I want to say like April, and not gonna lie, it's a lot. And I work some weekends too. That should come to an end the end of November, early December, and then I'll have my life back. Well, I mean, I still do homework, but I'll have the most of my life back for about 6 months, and then I have to start another internship, but I'm working on that. I'm hoping I'll be able to do it at my job, but we'll see what happens. One day at a time, right? I forgot to take my makeup off last night. Don't do that. What actually prompted this vlog is I woke up feeling really like embarrassed this morning over something I did yesterday, or something I said to somebody, and I like couldn't get it out of my head, and I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, man, that's like not even that bad. I mixed up the sport a colleague's kid plays, because my kids play a lot of sports too, so I just mixed it up. Not even a big deal. So I had to sit down, and I'm thinking like, why am I struggling with this so much? Why am I just like feeling so embarrassed over something so stupid and so little? So I had to sit there and really just think about it. Okay, why am I feeling insecure? Obviously something's up, because I know logically like that's so small and stupid and insignificant. The person I even was speaking to probably forgot all about it and doesn't even remember. So I was thinking, why am I feeling insecure? What is going on in my happy brain up here? It is probably because I'm doing so much lately that is outside of my comfort zone, right? So I'm applying for other jobs. I just interviewed for a program manager position in another city. It's looking like I may not get it because somebody else who's a little more qualified applied, but you know, I'm going through the process because I do have a good shot. I myself am very qualified, and so I figured, why not? So that's kind of up in the air. And I've also been asked to interview for another position as a mental health clinician. My life has substantially changed, and I was comfortable in the change. I'm kind of like looking at changing it more, which is just kind of seems like crazy to me, if I'm being quite honest, because I never imagined I could do what I'm doing now. I'm on the board of directors for an organization that's out there fighting homelessness and trying to get a shelter in place and helping people. I went from lower position in my work, and I got promoted to a much higher level position, and now I'm looking at like making other changes, just believing in myself that I can do so much more than I'm doing, which is just odd to me because I love what I'm doing right now. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I love my clients. It seems weird to me that I'd be looking for more. The thing is like I am capable of more, and I have a lot more to offer. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm just kind of, like I said, one day at a time. But I think that is why I'm feeling so just like easily embarrassed and like insecure, and why I'm struggling so much with these self-defeating thoughts. And I don't really have a whole lot of time for self-care. Like, of course, this is self-care, taking care of myself. I'm talking, I'm venting my emotions, woosah and all that. Even this like tiny amount of self-care, I'm having to wake up at like 4 in the morning. It's not forever, it's just for a little while, so it's okay. But here's the thing, like nothing about this is easy. None of it is easy, and I knew when I got into it that it wasn't going to be easy, but I do firmly believe at the end of the day it's going to be worth it. right? I'm working towards a master's degree in social work. That will open so many doors for me. I can be program director, I can be a therapist, counselor, just so many things, so much advocacy. I plan to get licensed and go forward with my passion, which is helping people, because I know what it's like to need help and not have somebody there and not have those programs and not have those advocates and things like that. And I know how hard that is. And if I can prevent that happening for somebody else, like, that would be really cool. It's really nice to have a purpose and a reason to go forward, but it's hard, guys. Like, this is hard. It's hard emotionally, it's hard physically, it's hard mentally, and I'm doing my best. I did not start this vlog so I could whine and complain and cry. Really, I'm hanging in there. It's just, I'm just tired. Really just been going out of my comfort zone a lot, doing a lot of things that I never even imagined myself capable of in the past, and now I'm just like, I'm going for it on top of everything else I have going on, and it's just got me feeling like really insecure and emotionally like unstable, and also wondering, am I making the right choices? Like, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? And I think a lot of that, I just kind of need to have a little faith and trust that the right path is going to be put in front of me, and trust in myself to make those right decisions for myself. That's why I haven't been on here so much, is because I've just really been struggling with kind of like identity issues, like, who even am I? And don't ask. I don't know what that move was. And just been struggling with like insecurities and feeling overwhelmed a lot and things like that. It's hard because like my eyelids are shaped differently. Like, one's kind of hooded and the other's not. It can be a little difficult. So on top of my internship and my job, I also am taking graduate level classes, which comes with a lot of homework and papers and research and stuff. It's a lot, and it kind of has me like doubting myself and feeling down, and like logically I know I'm good enough, I'm capable, I can do this, I'm deserving, I'm worth. My history shows me this. Like, I have a 4.0 GPA, I've never missed a deadline at work, I'm doing great at my internship, and so logically, like, I can look at all those facts and I'm like, yeah, go girl. But then emotionally, I'm like, I've got all these like subconscious false beliefs left over from my days of trauma and addiction. That emotional part of my brain is so much bigger than the logical part. The logical part of your brain makes up like some 20-30%, and the rest is the emotional. So the emotional is going to win out every time. So it just takes a lot of practice to unlearn those false beliefs and to solidify my belief in myself. And it's challenging and it's hard and it's painful, but practice makes it permanent. So I just keep doing it. And I'm going to continue to keep practicing, and because I'm worth it. I've earned it. I've worked my butt off. I told the lady I was interviewing with, she asked me, why will you be good in this position? And I was like, well, you know, not to sound conceited, but I'm a people person. People really like me. I have the ability to foster those relationships with the community and with the outside organizations and blah, blah, blah. I'm fast learner, dedicated, all that stuff, except in my professional interview voice. And then I said, and to be quite honest, at the end of the day, I have something to prove. I don't have something to prove to anybody else, but I have something to prove to myself. She thought that was pretty cool. I honestly didn't even know where that came from, but it's true. I really do. I mean, that's why I work so hard in school. That's why I work so hard with everything I do, is because after so many years of being told you'll never do this, and being showed that I'm not worthy, and being told I'm not smart enough, I'm not capable, I started to believe that. And so I owe it to myself to prove to myself that that's not true. Sometimes I hold myself up to a really impossible standard, and I'm working on that, but I've kind of like turned it into an asset to drive myself. I'm just gonna keep going, keep pushing myself. I don't know if I'm gonna take a position outside of the position I'm currently in. I'm not sure this is the best time to be changing things when I have so much else on my plate, but we'll see what happens. there's something to be said for staying loyal to the company you're with, but there's also something to be said too about not limiting yourself and making sure to put yourself first. Overcoming false beliefs and automatic responses, man. My automatic responses right now are beat the crap out of yourself over stupid, insignificant little things for no reason that don't even matter. It's because I'm outside of my comfort zone, and that's a relic of my past, is not believing in myself and beating myself up and being embarrassed and feeling insecure. It's a relic of my past that I think I go back to, I default to when I'm feeling outside of my element and when I'm feeling uncomfortable. And that's, I think awareness is definitely a big part in that, but then also talking about it and just being aware and moving forward. And, you know, it's okay to feel embarrassed. It's okay to have those feelings. I'm gonna validate them. I know they're coming from you know, a place inside of me, like a part of me that is still hurting. You know, I don't want to, you know, try to ignore them or anything like that. Like it's a part of me that still needs to be healed. So I'm just going to acknowledge it and recognize that those feelings aren't going to help me anymore, that they're not really necessary, and just continue to move forward and continue to work hard. As much as I'd love for you guys to hang out and watch me do my hair, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Thanks for watching.